Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. One-click protection for all your devices. Securing yourself couldn't be easier. Visit expressvpn.com/inside. In case you missed it, there was an Animal Crossing Direct last Friday, which focused on two major updates for Animal Crossing New Horizons, one a free update, and the other a paid DLC expansion. Nintendo also revealed the pricing for their new online service upgrade, which is kind of an expensive mess, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Animal Crossing New Horizons version 2.0 is a free update coming November 5th, and owners of the game should be pretty pumped as the update is packed with tons of new features and improvements. For starters, the museum is getting a cafe called The Roost, where you can have coffee with other players or island residents and even invite your favorites via amiibos and amiibo cards. There are new Mystery Island mechanics via boat tours by Cap'n, who will take you to different islands which could have different resources, seasons, and times of day. And then there's Harv's Island, where Harv and Harriet are teaming up to build a small plaza, which, with the help of your generous donations, will sponsor new and familiar vendors and shops, but with added features. For example, Reese and Cyrus will customize ready-made furniture, Katrina will tell you your fortune, and Harriet will teach you new hairstyles. Meanwhile, back on your island, group stretching is being introduced, which you can actually do at home with motion controls. A new island ordnance system will let you alter when residents are awake and active, and a heaping amount of new items and features will be unlockable via Nook Miles. Purchase a pro decorating license for the ability to hang things from ceilings and make accent walls, get a pro camera app that lets you take pictures at eye level or with a tripod, and you can even buy a DIY Recipes Plus item for the ability to cook by combining a variety of foods, including 5 new types of crops coming to the game with the update. There's new reactions, new customizable fencing options, additional storage, and other upgrades, all for purchase via Nook Miles. It's a lot, but we aren't even close to done yet. There's new furniture items, which are certainly quality of life upgrades. For example, a movable storage shed for transferring items, an ATM for bells, and now with ladder setup kits, you can pretty much put ladders wherever you want. There's also some more eclectic stuff, like a music box, which will play renditions of songs from the game, and gyroids, which are funny little noisemakers that you can dig up and grow. Speaking of music, KK Slider has 12 new bangers that drop with the update, and if that wasn't enough, there's new exterior options for your home. You can also now navigate tight spaces, and a new feature lets you receive invitations to visit island residents' homes, and they can even drop in on you at home for a surprise visit. Okay, now we have finally reached the end, but only for the free upgrades coming with the 2.0 version update, which coincidentally, Nintendo said will be the last major free content update for the game. However, if you are willing to cough up some real world bells, $25 to be exact, then there are tons more features and fun to be had. The Animal Crossing New Horizons DLC expansion, Happy Home Paradise, has you taking on the role of a vacation home designer. You are flown to a new set of islands where you work for Paradise Planning to, quote, coordinate dream lifestyles, unquote. You take on clients, select the locations for their homes, and then use furniture provided by Paradise Planning to build the ideal vacation spot. You can move the house location and design the outside area, as well as modify the season, time of day, and weather. You can also adjust the size of the interior, create partition walls and pillars, add 2 different size counters, and even significantly adjust the lighting. You can also add soundscapes, which are themed ambient noise that can really help set a mood. Once you get all the furniture items right where you want them, you can even polish them up to make them really shine. There are also some vacant buildings on the Planning Paradise Island, which you can use to design restaurants and schools. There's also a Nook phone app, which keeps track of all the places you've designed and doubles as a fast travel system. In addition, you can share your designs online with other players, follow other designers, and even visit vacation homes they've made. Once you're all done designing a home and your clients are happy, you get paid in a currency new to Animal Crossing called Poki. You can use Poki to buy furniture from Paradise Planning to take back home. And after you've designed enough vacation homes, you unlock the ability to use all the same techniques and mechanics on your own home and eventually the homes of your island residents. You can also send your island residents to become clients in Happy Home Paradise by giving them souvenirs. Another way is by using amiibos and amiibo cards. The 5th series of amiibo cards is also being released November 5th, which will have 48 cards that include new characters as well as ones that haven't had cards before. Okay, that's finally everything from the Animal Crossing Direct from last week, except for the surprise reveal that Nintendo's new online expansion pack costs $30 more than the standard one. It's $50 for a single profile for a year, and if you want a family membership, that's gonna cost you $80. The reason it's relevant here is because if you pay the subscription for the online expansion pack, in addition to access to the upcoming Nintendo 64 and Genesis game libraries on October 25th, you also get Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise when it releases on November 5th. However, since Happy Home Paradise is only $25 on its own, that's not really a bargain unless you really wanted to play Genesis and N64 games on your Switch for a premium and don't mind the smaller libraries while Nintendo gets around to building them up. It's particularly pricey if you consider what you get as far as online subscription services go on other platforms like PlayStation and Xbox. Not to mention the complicated nature of Nintendo Online features like friends lists and voice chat, which have been simplified and standard on other platforms for decades now. Anyways, despite the weird online stuff, we know there are a ton of dormant Animal Crossing fans out there, so we gotta ask, will these new updates have you jumping back in, or have you forsaken your island and all its inhabitants forever? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.